I want to do a video today, guys, on teamwork. I talk about this in the Book of Life. We're gonna dive into it for free today, guys. And teamwork is, to me, one of the most important skills and goals in success. Okay, if you're not looking to improve your life, maybe this video is not for you. If you're not one of those overachievers or whatever you want to call them, and when people think of teamwork, it's like, oh, that's an obvious skill. That's an obvious thing. A lot of people are still in the workforce where they're forced to work on teams. So we're going to go into two parts of this video. One, how to improve your experience in teamwork settings you don't necessarily like. And two, if you're an independent, self-employed person with business partners and clients, how do you improve teamwork? If you are a leader and you have a team or you're a part of a recreational team that you enjoy, how do you improve your team? Okay, and your relationships dictate everything. Your health is going to go to shit. Your finances and work are going to go to shit if you do not have healthy relationships. So, maintaining harmony and at least peace with the people you work with is so important. People get into these ego battles where they butt heads out of insecurity and trying to dominate. It's so childish. So childish. It's not a power struggle, guys. We're here to serve and give. We're here to work. We're here to get shit done. We're adults. Okay? We're here to work together and contribute ourselves. Our part, our responsibility. And when you learn, no matter how difficult some people may be at work, bring them a gift. Give them some love. Okay? Send 3 people in your life that you have unsettled disputes with some love. You don't have to have a come to Jesus moment and start singing Kumbaya. No. Okay? What you need, just send them some love. Hey, I'm sorry if we're on bad terms, but I just want you to know I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart, and I love you, and I hope you're doing good. Watch your life change like that. You don't have to get that deep with people at your work, but be at peace with them, at least. And if it's bad enough, find another job. There's how many job postings on Indeed? I mean, there's abundance all around us, guys. There's so much work on all kinds of levels, wherever you're at in your life journey, if it comes down to that. And teamwork, guys, is exactly that. Understanding your responsibility and your role. I remember in Star Wars, okay, Anakin wanted to go in and save all of the other people that were in trouble, in this battle they had in space. And Obi-Wan said something very wise. They're doing their part. Do your part. And the moment Anakin tried to step out and he tried to get all fancy, more people died. And we have to understand our responsibility in the game of football. The National Football League, when defensive linemen start trying to be the hero and step out of their gap that they're supposed to be, controlling and responsible for blocking and tackling, they step outside of their gap and the running back gets an extra 4 or 5 yards. A touchdown occurs. Understand your responsibility on the team, guys, and perfect it. Polish it, and be grateful for it. And when everybody on the team is embracing their responsibility and improving that role and growing in that role, communication is occurring. I talk about it too. The second point is communication. How should I say this? When you watch, let's say, a basketball game, holy cow. Go watch a basketball game in person. You will be astonish an NBA game by the amount of talking that's going on. And it's not all shit talking or smack talking to test the level of how secure, how thick somebody's skin is. It's a lot of communication, guys. And on a professional level, every little detail, I talk about it in the video on leadership. Leadership is exactly that. Communication. When you're selling a boat, what is the captain doing? He's communicating every little detail to everybody on the ship. And when there's no communication on a team, errors are going to start happening. And this may seem obvious to some people, and some people may just say, oh, this is what he's got to say. But it's the basics. When I was in karate, we did the basics over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And when you sparred and you actually, fought, it was the basics that you use. Okay, so we need to remind and practice the basics in teamwork, guys. No matter what point you're at, how can we polish our communication? How can we understand our responsibilities more? How can we help each other improve our responsibilities? And once more, if you're struggling or you're in a point in your life where you don't like teams, have a come to Jesus moment and ask yourself, is that out of ego and insecurity? Because, once again, guys, it's so childish. We are here to serve and give our part, our unique individual part to life. And when I started my business career, this is the last story that's probably the most impactful. I realized and accepted I was just starting my online advertising career. And I wanted to go from point A to Z, like a lot of young people. And like I said, everything around us, we already have everything we need around us to succeed. We just have to become aware of it. Everything we need is already around us. So what do? I found partners. And a lot of people that are in the entrepreneurial industry, a lot of them are just in it to fill their pockets and they're selfish. But I realized I could partner, right? I could find a mechanic that understood mechanics, and I understand computer work and computers, and instead of starting a business myself and trying to do everything, I could find a partner. And I did this a lot in the beginning of my career. A lot. And it worked day and night. And people think out of ego or fear that when I find a partner, that means less money for me. It's the opposite. You now have two minds and two people contributing. If anything, you're going to get 4 times the value if you had worked by yourself. So now you're both making double the money. That's how abundance works. And imagine if, you have 4 or 5, 10 partners in a startup. Oh, God. Apple was not just Steve Jobs. People just think Steve Jobs was everything. There was a lot of those boys living in that house when they started Apple. It was not just Mark Zuckerberg that started Facebook, guys. Sorry to burst your fanboy bubbles, okay? So find a partner, guys. Find partners. Communicate and understand your responsibility. And it sounds so common, like just straight up common sense, right? It's not that common. People in the NFL still do it. They still try to step outside of their gaps and get all fancy, and it's just an occurring problem. So discipline becomes key. Discipline and teamwork. Discipline is the third word, and the final word I'm going to give you guys. I'm running out of time here. I can't go into the rest. But once again, guys, don't be afraid to work as a team. Ask yourself, is it my ego or insecurity that's holding me back from abundance and prosperity and healthy relationships at work? Because I guarantee you it's not the other person that's the problem. I guarantee you it could be you.